Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with some MLB 2K12 in franchise mode with the Detroit Tigers. Now there's Roy Oswalt on the mound here, 6-10 on the season with an ERA of 5.19. Not expecting that out of him when I went ahead and signed him at the beginning of the year, but I tell you what, some of the other pitchers have really been picking up the slack here for the last 2 or 3 pitchers in my rotation. So that's all right. Anyway, so with me still getting a little bit behind here with franchise mode, I'm trying to catch up a little bit. I can't play a game every other day like I used to, just because I've got games coming out now that I haven't played before. I don't know, and it's pretty exciting too that I've got all these different series going on here, and new people are coming because of the new stuff that I'm putting out. It's really exciting. I've also been working on some stuff on the side, which I would like your guys' opinion on a little 3D animation that I put together. It's very, very simple, and I mean, it's not even that tough. Basically, it's just flags waving in the wind here. But I wanted to see what you guys thought, because I was thinking about maybe doing like a new intro, and it would be kind of nice to have those flags in there, things like that. So what I'm going to do, because I didn't want to go ahead and post a 30-second video on the channel and just be like, hey guys, look, and have no explanation why I went ahead and put it on there. What I'm going to do is in the description below on this particular video, I'm going to go ahead and have a link to another YouTube video that's just not listed on my channel. If you guys can go on there, just tell me what you think. I already know a couple things, like one of the shadows looks a little weird and stuff like that, but if you guys think it looks all right, then I'm going to go ahead and potentially make a baseball intro for my videos and some other ones, because I've used the same intro for my videos for a while now, and I kind of want to just look into doing something different, but I don't know. Anyway, second inning now. Dirks, who is actually playing DH in this game, goes ahead and he gets a hit into right center. That's going to bring Miguel Cabrera home, and it's going to get him over to third. So a stand-up triple, and I'm liking that. So some people are like, why would you put Dirks at DH? Well, since Alex Avila is injured, I have Victor Martinez behind the plate, and he usually is my DH. So I wanted one other person, and I wanted to have Dirks in because I like having speed on my team. This is one of those reasons why. If it was just a single, though, I probably would have tried to steal second, maybe even third. But if he can go ahead and get those hits, heck, I'll take a DH. I don't think a DH necessarily has to be a power hitter. I like somebody who's quick here. But anyway, tagging up here, coming home, and that's going to make it 2-0 here for the Detroit Tigers. So Delman Young getting that sac fly. Now, the AL East, I think I mentioned this not too long ago. The AL East is really close right now. I mean, the top 4 teams are within 3 games of each other, and the last place team is only 6 games behind. And we're about ready to reach the end of August in the franchise. So you can overcome 6 games. And there they go, getting a triple here. So, I mean, it could end up any single way. Blue Jays, I think, are in 2nd, I believe, right now. So a lot of things could happen here. And I got to clarify, you guys, I'm talking about what's happening in the game. Last game I had mentioned standings. People thought that I was talking about real life. So I just wanted to clarify that. I'm talking about in-game standings, not in real life. All right, Jose Bautista up. You can see 1 strikeout earlier. Now, with Roy Oswalt, I've been throwing a lot of fastballs, but you can see, though, those really are his best pitches. I mean, his split change is in the 70s. So I've been using that every once in a while here, but honestly, really blowing fastballs past some people has been the best course of action so far here. And nice getting over there, Cabrera. Way to just magically appear. Hey, it worked though. I'm not gonna complain here. But 4th inning now, 2-0. Can't throw that 2-seamer anymore. What am I gonna throw? Fastball down here? Absolutely. Strike number 2. So we've still got a good lead, speaking of standings, in the AL Central. 6.5 games ahead of the White Sox, who are still battling with the Royals for second place. And that's actually been kind of cool. This has been taking place here through most of the season, as there's been a battle between the White Sox and the Royals. And they've been alternating back and forth, but White Sox have actually held it longer than the Royals. But I need to take a look at wild card teams, because in game, everybody's in the playoff hunt right now, except for some of the teams, of course, who really don't stand a chance. There we go. There's the hit that's going to go ahead and bring the runner home. So we're looking at a 2-1 game now here for the Detroit Tigers. So a 1-run lead here is something that can be taken away pretty quickly. And knowing the Blue Jays, they definitely be a team who will surprise me and go ahead and get that extra run. So I got to be careful. Now, with the way that the MVP voting is going here in the American League, Miguel Cabrera is in the top 3. I'm thinking, though, because one of the reports came out, and I don't know how much the reports influence it, or if MLB is like NCAA, where you've got, well, in NCAA, you got the Heisman race. And I can't tell you how many times my guy has been #1 in the Heisman polls until the day that they actually do vote for Heisman, and then I get like 3rd or something like that. So now that I'm in 3rd for the American League MVP with Miguel Cabrera, I'm wondering if it'll be the other way around and I end up getting 1st. That'd be kind of cool to win that. Justin Verlander, though, is still Cy Young leader. So who knows, maybe that'll be the same way too as NCAA, where I'll end up finishing 3rd. Marco Scutaro getting a hit into center field. Really haven't been hitting as well this game as I have in some of the other games. So, I don't know. I think I'm back kind of on a cold streak, though, just with some of the games that I've been playing as of late. And I don't know if that's just holding over from Timmy Timmons, though, because that cold streak has been going on way too long. But here we go. This is another good hit in a right center. I'm not going to go ahead and try and come home. Actually, you know what? I will. Not the smartest call, though. I thought I got under that tag. I could have sworn I got under that tag. And this is one of those instances where I wish I could hit like the Y button repeatedly or something like that and just get an anger meter up and start arguing with the umpire. I'm surprised they don't put that in any games. Like, I know in some other games I've played, I don't even remember what they are, though. You could argue that was so nice to be able to do. And then, because of course I'd always argue, and I'd get thrown out all the time. But what else was really, what I haven't seen is, and I kind of mentioned this in like a tweet and Facebook post, is there's really never any fighting in baseball. Like, I remember a few games, too, where you'd end up hitting somebody. I think this was like on All-Star Baseball way back when. But, you'd go ahead and hit somebody enough times, and then they'd go ahead and they'd charge the mound, but they'd take a couple steps towards the mound, and they'd start running, but then it would go ahead and cut it, and you wouldn't see anything at all. Now, it's like, I don't know necessarily why, but I don't know if it's like they don't want that to get into the mind of kids that it is okay to fight in baseball, or just fight in sports in general, because if that's the case, then they probably should take fighting out of NHL. It's kind of hypocritical that you allow it in one game but not in another, but I don't know. I guess I see points for either or, so I don't know. I'm not going to make any distinctions, or I'm not going to judge anybody, but I just think that'd be kind of cool to see. Get that other part of baseball in here, the not-so-clean part. All right, but anyway, we've got some momentum going here. Cabrera getting picked off. This was embarrassing, and I was debating just not even to show this, but I want to be honest with you guys. I don't want it to seem like I'm not showing the stupid stuff that I do. But here I was thinking that I could go ahead and head over to third a lot easier after a hit and maybe come home. And then I go ahead and destroy it with a double play. So if anything that you guys have learned in the last minute is how to destroy momentum offensively for your team when you've got base runners on. So in the 9th inning, I'm going to go ahead and bring Oswalt out. Not because he's getting tired or anything like that, but I wanted to roll this Chapman to pitch. This is the first time I've really been able to play with a Roldis Chapman here where he's had some energy in him. Like some of the other videos that I posted here, you know, he's got no energy left, or he just has a minimum amount. I don't know if the computer just loves going ahead and bringing him in when I'm not playing, because the games that I do simulate, next game, it's like Aroldis Chapman is ridiculously tired. And even right now, I mean, his energy is like in the 70s, but I haven't seen that for a little bit. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and have Aroldis Chapman try and finish this game out, even though Jose Valverde should probably be the closer at this point. Now, those of you who don't know Aroldis Chapman or necessarily what makes him such an interesting pitcher, besides his cool story, it's a 104-mile-an-hour fastball, which can reach 106. That's just insane. And I love how they give him a unique sound whenever he ends up throwing a pitch. It just sounds different than everybody else. And I'm wondering if I get Chris Rose up to this type of velocity, which, by the way, you guys, I do want to do, if he'll have that as well. Like, if that sound will be applied to him. So, all right. The 2 outs now. I really can't go with the fastball here at this point. Jose Bautista, though, has had a bad game. Every at-bat has ended up being a strikeout for him. So this being at-bat number 4, am I going to get strikeout number 4 against Jose Bautista? I'm going to go with another slider for strike 2. Hasn't really been able to hit anything. It's actually kind of sad because Bautista's awesome, but, you know, kind of good that we can stop him. Strike 3, so 4 at-bats, 4 strikeouts. Dang, we end up winning this one here 2-1. 7 hits for me, 4 for the Blue Jays. But anyways, like I said, you guys, if you don't mind checking out that video, please go ahead and go to the description below. I'll make sure I put it right at the beginning for you guys to take a look at. But you guys are awesome. I hope you know that. And I really believe that too. So subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. But again, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who comes across. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.